So now this little 7mm Austin 7 conversion's finished. Again, little Deltang receiver. It's the Deltang Rx41, which is the simplest receiver. We've got speed control on it, we've got steering obviously, and we have brake lights. I've got them really quite dim on this, so you may not be able to see it, but they do in fact work. They're very, very small 1.7mm LEDs on this. We're using my favourite, perhaps see it better there, my favourite K20 at an angle there. So it's leaning up to fit into the cab and clear the chassis, driving through mod 0.3 bevel gears. It's been quite hard work doing this one because actually there's very little space inside, and I did want a clear view through. The battery is actually just below the window line, so it's a cheat below the window line, but we've got half a driver in there, so visually it looks pretty reasonable. This is a very cheap Chinese model. It's a cheap and cheerful, about £4, £5 from eBay. This is how they come, unglazed and a pretty revolting colour. However, a respray and a rub down deals with the colour, and the reason I specifically chose it was the wheels, which, as you might be able to see, are nicely spoked. They're proper individual spokes, not printed onto plastic. So from that point of view it's very nice. It may be worth at some stage using the wheels on an Oxford model or something like that, just for the fun of it. But that's why I did. So that becomes that. The glazing actually CNC'd out with my Stepcraft mill. It'd be perfectly reasonable to do it by hand, of course. Other than that, there's nothing new or spectacular about it at all. The only comment I would make for information is that the tyres are a hard plastic. Now, we're used to tyres being a reasonably soft rubber. These are a hard plastic, and so they're therefore more prone to slipping, and they make a lot more noise running on a road surface than the rubber tyres do. However, I don't think there's any alternative to these harder tyres on this model. So there we go. Very nice little radio controlled, fully radio controlled Austin 7. It's got what I bought as a 200 milliampere hour battery. It's actually labelled up as a 300 milliampere hour battery, so I'm not terribly sure which it actually is. We'll see. It certainly won't do a full day. I would not expect it to do a full day, but it'll be very nice coming out for special occasions. So, another model joins the fleet.